it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass.
Hey, welcome to the Really Charlie Podcast. Today is this is a podcast that I need to put on here in memory and tribute to a friend of mine, Jose Chico Martinez. And he passed away just shortly ago, a couple of days ago, and it's been real hard for friends like me and his family. We thought the dude was gonna go in and take care of some business medically, and we lost our friend, we lost our family, and there's one thing I know about Jose. He's always been a good man. I've known him over 30 years. And there's just so many things that I can say about him in this short podcast. But the primary reason why we're together is that the man did so much. He did so much for his family. He's a husband, a father, a father-in-law, a friend, a baseball coach. And the stories for him are in the hundreds. Some of the things that he has done, taking food out of his house and bringing it to the homeless on the streets, going to the baseball field with his grandson, teaching him baseball, the fine game of baseball, so it's just hard, and life has, life really doesn't change. Life is good, bad, and ugly, and it has happiness, sadness, but it never really changes. Everything that we go through is reality, and the reality is losing someone. When you lose someone that's young in age, that should reach the ripe age of 80 or 90 years old, and he's gone way too soon. It's a tragedy, So I'm reaching out to you, the Really Charlie Podcast friends, that we have here on Facebook, StreamYard, YouTube, and I'm reaching out to you to just ask for your help with this family, and they have the burial situation. Jose was going, he was trying to help himself medically and get better, and he lost his life. So with the income that he had coming in, things are changing, very, very quickly. So the family has to just do a couple of things, and one is perhaps move. So that comes down with expenses. So they're working out a lot of things. They're working out many, many things. And I basically want to pay tribute to this good man and try to help out his family, because I know if I needed him, he would be there. I know if I needed someone to give me a ride somewhere, he would be there. He did a lot of the little things. So, I wanted to come on this podcast, especially when, Jose was always on my podcast, throwing comments constantly. He was a huge supporter of me. And that starts with the friendship we have, but he also starts with his sincerity with, you know, with his friends and family. And the one thing that, he was going to be a man of his word. So, and I see a few comments already, and I'm going to address those real quick. I'm going to try to upload. First, I want to say my condolences to the Martinez family and Lopes family. Cheryl Lopes has been with her husband and her boyfriend for 39 years. That common law marriage, two beautiful sons, great daughter-in-laws, great grandkids. It's just amazing that never think of what one man or the loss of one person could do to an entire family. Well, the Martinez family is feeling it now. Let's get to some of these comments here. Jose is a very caring dude, as I've been saying. Hi, Anna. How you doing? Yes, please continue your prayers and your love. I appreciate you. Ross Grace Jr. Jose was a good man. I had a pleasure of coaching him with him this year at the South End Youth Association, Athletic Association. He coached the Braves in the minor division and the local 59 in the major division. He was a proud grandfather, a great coach, and a good man. Thanks for recognizing this good man. A good brother. Yes, Ross, thank you for that. That's what we do, right? That's what we do. We don't look for individual praises. We just want to praise the next person near us, next to us, And, all right, Darlene, yes, please pray and continue with that love. Thank you for the comment. Stephen Avila, awesome. I've done the same. There are good people out there, and he was a brother we lost that we will miss. I want to help out. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate it. Cheryl has some money accounts that she has. I'm going to try to share them on there. There is like the Cash Apps and the Q&R codes. And I don't know how we could share it on here right now during the podcast. But I'll definitely, I'll put it here, make sure it's visible. But I'll definitely, share it on my pages. Michael, how you doing, Michael? Thank you. Jacob Medeiros, yes, continue to pray. I appreciate you. And this Facebook user says, thank you, Charlie. And I thank you. Rest in peace, Tio. Yeah. Oh, he's a great uncle, too. Great uncle. So, I'm going to try to do a couple of things. I'm going to be back and forth with my phone. I've saved some pictures on my phone. I'm going to try to share whatever I can. Let's see what I can do here. And it's real important that we, life creeps up on us very quickly. And, and when it comes to a death, death is just, there's a lot of things that happen, that we have to bury each other, as best we can. It may be as little as a cremation, but it's something we have to do, right? It's something that's part of life. So I'm going to try to share some pictures here from my inbox. And So it's very important that we carry life insurance, because things like this happen. And even though you have life insurance, sometimes it's just not enough. There's things that creep up on you, right? Things that creep up on you, like moving. And here's Jose. He's on the deck. I don't know what he's doing there, but he looks like he's probably doing something for the little man, his grandkids. So, he's a good dude, man. Family oriented. One of his grandkids right there. Beating him up. I love it. Another picture on the deck. And as you see him in the background, he was always a jokester. Putting them bunny ears on the kids. As you see, that's Cheryl's pay with Cash App. So everything would go directly to them, and we're anticipating that they probably have to move, and so there's moving cost, it's burial cost. There's a lot of things that are going on. I just learned that his account from Venmo. I heard that the South End Baseball League is going to try to do something for him too. And this is another code, Q&R code. All right, let's stop that. So I'm going to try to do as much as I can to get the information out. And I'm going to start with this podcast. It's just, what else, what else could I use this podcast for? To do something, help out someone in need, families in need. Let's see, it's a comment here. Stephen Avila says, anything for his brother we lost. I'll give you a call tomorrow, buddy. I'm going to listen in. Thank you, Stephen. He built that deck by himself with his bare hands. I believe it. Jose had a lot of skills. So the please, if you have to use me as a liaison, between yourself and the family, trying to reach out and get them something, let me know. If you're not comfortable with the technology of the cash apps and all that, let's see. Let me try to show some more pictures here. But I can definitely, do what I can for you and try to help you out. Let's see. Got a request to show more pictures. So let's just try to get back into this here. That's one thing about Jose, was always trying to be Papa. Let's see. Let's get these pictures here. I remember meeting him years ago down the South End of New Bedford, and at the Bay Village. And right off the start, we started joking around, talking about, police work and all that, give me a few jokes about eating donuts and all that, So Let's do this. Got a picture of, I'm going to add this to the stream. Yeah. It's Cheryl, little grandbaby there, doing their thing. Look at that. Nice. That's what the family's about. They're about family. They really are. All right, we're going to try to, I don't want to, trying to protect the privacy of this inbox here. So, see if we can get some more pictures here. So this, you know what, we're here and we're talking about, you know, all right. I want to apologize to the Martinez family. I'm trying to do the best I can with this computer. Problem is, I saved a lot of these pictures on my phone, and I just don't want to lose this this feed here. All right. Picture looks like a baby shower, christening. So, all right. All right. So, all right. Let's see. No apologies necessary, Charlie. This was a surprise, and I'm very thankful of you doing this. Yeah, it is a surprise. I just want to be organized and do it the best way I can. But it never stops. You know, we'll do something. We'll put all those cash apps on the page. We'll do it that way. That way we can, you know, Cheryl could see exactly what's coming to her, and then she can do her due diligence and putting it away and planning this future. Now, I used to talk with Jose, as I was mentioning before, and we talk about many things, joke around about people, and craziest thing. This is around the time that Matt was his son Matt Martinez was real small, real young. Actually, Joshua was too. So, and now that I see both those young men, and they've been on the show, they're rapping, they're doing things with their group Reality. I'm very proud of him that I had him on this podcast twice. But he was so proud, so proud. He got two boys, and where you seen him, you seen this girl, you seen Cheryl. They were just like Batman and Robin. They were always together. And just before his surgery, he posted that he needed some prayers. And he needed some prayers, and I said my prayer. Many of you said prayers. We know him as a strong dude, and we wanted him to just get it through. But in God's hands, we need his help to try to heal. And I was just waiting for the after surgery moments, where he was feeling better, where he was feeling blessed, where he was, and then wow, I got hit real hard, with that news. Excuse the shaking, man. I got hit hard with that news, I didn't expect it. Really, truly didn't expect it, Dude is too young. So, and then as things go on, the family members caught COVID, and so they're going through that now. So with COVID becomes, you start getting restricted, excuse me, and there's a lot of things that you can't do now, including work. So this is where that financial burden becomes a little bit harder and weighs like 2 tons on your shoulder. You don't know what you're gonna do next. And yeah, you can talk about all the different things. There's help out there. There's different things that you can do, but help doesn't come fast. Help doesn't come speedy. You just can't get on the phone and whatever you need financially, it's gonna just boom be there tomorrow. It never happens that way. It's not easy. Um, I was out of work for about a week in April. I'm still waiting for money for that. Not that I wanted to, I just thought it was something that could help me out. I'm still waiting. It's not due to me, but I'm still waiting. So could you imagine when you're trying to ask for some help from the state, from the city, from anybody, organization-wise, they're going to be put on hold. But what never holds up? The crying never holds up. The worrying never holds up. All that is just there every day. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The crying, the anxiety, the agony. It's there. It's still there. And you would hope that some kind of financial solution would come your way just to ease the worrying. Worrying is in your head, but that could be the most hard, it could be the most damaging and exhausting thing that you can do to yourself, is just worrying. So I'm trying to help out this family so they can stop worrying. And I'm asking for your help too. We can try to do this together and help them out. For one, they're a good family from our city, from this podcast. Jose was always here, sending me messages, sending me inbox messages, like the show. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm very proud when his sons are on here. So, all right. Let's see. Teresa Franco, please continue with your prayers. I really, really, we really need those. Deanna Marie, please continue to pray for this family. And my dear Cheryl, my condolences to you and your family. Continue to be strong. Cheryl writes, he always made it a point to say hi. If he thought he knew you were in the shopping, in the shopping, sorry. Sometimes it would get on my last nerve, but he would say, no, I think I know them. They were always related to someone else. He would stop and make conversation. And Cheryl, I know exactly what you're saying now. Jose would go in the store, and he would go in the store with Cheryl. But guess what? Cheryl she had to work on that shopping list. 20 items on her shopping list, had to get them. Had to get those everything. Milk, bread, cookies, ice cream, everything. So if she went with Jose, guess what? It was going to make that trip a whole lot longer, because Jose was the counselor. Jose was the mayor. Jose was the governor. He would shake hands with this one, that one, talk to the teller, talk to the clerk, talk to anybody, talk to someone that needed help in the aisle, couldn't reach a top can on the top shelf, you know. And if he was Stop and Shop, he'd be talking to that robot that walks around. That's him. That's him. And that unofficial governor, that's what he was. And Cheryl was the first lady. What's going on, brother? Brother says, rest in power, Jose. Been on the end of his giving several times. Any little help, his family would greatly appreciate it. It's so true. He's touched everybody. No, and we're all like, it's the little things around the house. Help moving a couch, help moving a refrigerator, maybe just a ride down the street, anything. He did it. Guy was just a good humanitarian, Samaritan, whatever you want to call it. But he was Jose Martinez. Let's see, I got another comment here. If you'd ever needed him, he was there. My godfather always made sure to show and tell me I was loved. He made it the point to let you know he had your back. So true, Serena. It did. I mean, that's just family. That's family that he's doing that for. But I want to tell you, it's the same. It's the same exact thing for people outside his family. The dude is just going to be there, and might have met you once, twice, 3 times. And I bet you after that 3rd time, he's going to say, I love you. That's the type of dude he was. I wish I was filthy rich to help out, but I'm not. But I'm going to give something. And all I'm asking is you guys to help out too. Cassie Martinez, thank you so much for this, Charlie. This means so much to us. My father-in-law was such a selfless and wonderful man, and it showed through his sons and grandkids. May God rest his soul. So true. Yeah, rest his good man's soul. Heaven's got a good angel, that's for sure. And we know he's there. We know he's there. So there's much we can do for him, and reach out to me. Let me see if I can put these. Well, I'll share that later. I want to give. I'm going to share in the comment section the codes that we have, Cash App, and all that. Just try to get to it. Let's get this comment. He made it a point to tell people he cared and he loved them. It was the last thing he would tell them before parting ways. I wish he could see all the love he'd been getting. Yeah, I wish, Well, he's seen it, If you have faith, Lord above, we know that such a good man like Jose is reading these comments. He's probably, crying, wiping his tears on that bald head of his, and he's probably tearing up, right? Just like some of us are doing right now during this podcast, Good man. Just being his friends and putting this podcast up is greatly appreciated. Yeah. I appreciate you. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, I got tears in my eyes, Yeah. That crazy laugh of his, Just thinking about it. So, let's see. My girl Heidi said, I can't thank you enough for this, Charlie. My son is here watching and seeing how much he was loved. He just came back from the baseball field, and it's going to continue to play for Jose. Never give up. This means so much to you, to our family. I'm going to give a message to Heidi, to your son. As much as Jose was out there on that baseball field to help out everybody, that was his drive. You know, that was what he did. You know, he did that old school type of coaching, trying to teach and talk to kids, and it was trying to give them some guidance other than baseball. You know, maybe they had a chip on their shoulder or something like that, or just had a bad day, and he would talk to them as an uncle, as a baseball coach. So Heidi, please. The best thing that your son could do for his grandfather, his papa, his papi, is to play baseball. Play baseball as long as he can in memory of his grandfather. That would mean so much, so much. He'd be a man in the heavens and an angel on the field with him, watching every catch, watching every drop, watching every strikeout, and even helping him hit a home run from time to time. So, young little Martinez, please continue to play baseball for your papa. That's your papa. He loved you. So you keep playing. You keep catching that ball. You keep dropping it. You keep winning. You keep losing. You do everything that the game of baseball has for you. And you can do it in the name of your grandfather. He would appreciate that. Surely would. All right. There's my man Josh. Got a comment here. Thank you, Charlie. My dad was always there to make sure the kids had fun. Even when we were kids, he could play quarterback, and he would be the pitcher for both teams, just to teach us how to run slants and how to throw knuckleballs. Not everyone knew Chico, but everybody knew Pops. So true. Yeah. So true, Josh. Be proud, man. You and your brother got a legacy to uphold. You got to uphold that legacy, and you're doing a great job at right now. You're doing a fabulous job. But be that dad just like your dad. And he would only say, and he'd probably say this to you, just like I'm saying it. I want you to be better. I want you to be better. Be a better father than I was. And it's hard for you to hear that. It's hard for Matt to hear that. Because you probably thought he was the greatest. But you know what? He's a man that had flaws, and he knew it. And he just wants you to do a better job than he did. Even though we all think he was a great dad. Wayne Burgo. Learned a lot from him growing up. Always out there with us kids, baseball in the cemetery playing Bedford, showing us how to throw a curve or a football in the village. He was amazing. Rest in peace, Chico. So true. Yeah, Jose Chico Martinez. And we all had our names for him. But if you look on his Facebook, man, he interacted with everybody. It was just always on that. Um, so let's interact with him and his soul and help out his family as best we can. All right, let's see. 9:20 right now. I'm going to continue to do everything that I can with this podcast and add to it. Make sure that we can try to help out the Martinez family. I just want to throw this out there. It's a nice pitch, Maybe things will get rolling for them, and it starts with this. This is a conversation. This is a cry for help. This is what it is. So now let's help out. Let's try to do the best we can here. I'm going to do something this week. I'm going to help out. And I ask that you do the same if you can. Doesn't have to be humongous. It can be very small. Small amount, anything that you can offer. And I was talking about this today. One of the greatest gifts I ever got in my life was a birthday card. A birthday card with $1 in it and a lollipop stuck to the card. That card was given to me by my grandmother, Clara. My grandmother gave that to me, and I think I was probably early 20s. That was the best gift that anyone gave to me, and I appreciate it so much. You know what? Because she knew it was my birthday, but that is all she had at that point. And I think she knew my heart and knew that I would appreciate it. And the lollipops, she always had them in the house, and she just put it in the card, mailed it to me, and it was one of the most awarding things that anyone has given to me. I appreciated it, and it was $1. And there was a scratch ticket in it. I'm sorry, I'll tell the whole story. And it was $1 scratch ticket. So that's what it was. $1 scratch ticket, a lollipop, and I couldn't. It was just amazing. She did that for me. So what I'm getting at is, $1 goes a long way. $1 from 100 people goes a long way. $1 from anyone goes a long way, especially when you need the help. All right, everyone. This is what I can offer for right now. This podcast. And I'm going to continue to help out. I'll keep in touch with the Martinez family. And so you see anything on this podcast page or my profile with Cheryl Lopes' Cash App, anything, please help her out. She definitely needs it. Whole family needs it. And anyone out there is looking for a job, I work at Tremblay's Bus. Tremblay's Bus needs some people, We're short-handed with bus drivers, bus monitors, mechanics, 7D van drivers, school bus drivers. It just goes on and on. And it's a steady job, keeps you busy. And you can come to work in the morning for a couple of hours, go home for a couple of hours, come back for a couple of hours. And guess what? That's Monday through Friday. You're home every weekend with your family, enjoying your kids. So come join me at Tremblay's. Come join me if you need a job. We're waiting for you. Rest in peace, Jose Chico Martinez. And please, God, send all the strength you have to the Martinez and Lopes family so they can get through this troubling times. And God bless. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to end Oh, I got one more comment. Sorry. Thank you, Charlie, for the amazing person. Let me put it on me so I can read it better. Thank you, Charlie. You're an amazing person. Love you, man. This was beautiful. Love you too. Love you too. Let's see, we got something from Heidi. Thank you again, Charlie, for letting people know how special he was. Yes, great man. All right, everyone. Let's try to help out. And with this fabulous song by Lionel Peter Walker. Take care, and I'll be back on the Really Charlie podcast from Saturday, 11 o'clock, with Kevin Rose from the Longshoremen's Association. We'll be talking about some of the things that are going down on the waterfront. They're going to be looking for people. So there's another opportunity for employment down at the waterfront with the longshoremen. Let's see. All right. God bless. Get in touch with me. Got any messages you want me to relate to the family, let me know. Or just put it in the comment section of this podcast, because they're all on it. They're all checking out this podcast. So they'll see your fabulous comments. All right, everyone. Take care.
It's the Really Charlie podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Bump into your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie podcast. Bump into your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass.